Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm starting the new series of the Coaster Elements tutorial series. In this series I will teach you guys how to build certain elements of the coasters that you see in real life, such as vertical loops and all that kind of stuff. Talking of that, we are going to be building a vertical loop today. You can see one right in front of me, and I will take you through step by step how to actually make that loop. Of course, if you're doing it at a diagonal angle, then it will be different for you, and I will show some pictures of how I've made diagonal angle ones, and maybe do another tutorial later on in the series where I teach you how to make the diagonal loops, because they're quite a lot more complex than this one. So also another request I keep getting is how did I make the vertical loop on Colossus rideable. I shall show you that today. So let's get in with how to build the vertical loop. So welcome back. This is the site we will be building the vertical loop on, and if you're wondering what this line is, this is kind of the line that will lead into the vertical loop and then come out on the other side. And of course, if you had a drop here, then you could kind of lead it into this and then it would go into the vertical loop. But the other one's over there, and we have a few coasters in the background because this is my coaster suggestions world. But yeah, so we start off with this line. You can make this either going from that way or this way, but I would recommend just kind of, if you're trying to do it the other way, then maybe just go like this and just look at it from that way. But anyway, so what I want you to do is on the last block here, where you're happy where you want to put the first incline of the loop, place down one block above and then go across by 4, then do the exact same but go across by 3, and then go by 2. As you can see, you should have kind of a slow incline there. Then do the exact same of what you've done down here, but do it vertically. So I want you to go up by 3, then up by 4, and then I also want to go up by 5 there. So as you can see, you're kind of getting the oval shape going up, and then we're going to go round. Then do the exact same of what you did down here, but again vertical and curving up to the top. So go like that, up by 4, by 3, and then like that. Then go across by 3, and you should have that kind of shape there. As you can see, it's kind of taking the shape of a half loop, and yeah, that looks quite cool. Now here's where it gets a bit different from down there, because obviously you don't really want to go back down on itself and hit the track here. You kind of want to end up going out this side. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to have that put in place. So of course, you have this here. If you haven't copied it down, then of course you can pause the video and do that now. Now from up here, place one block on top and go 1 this time, well 2, then go to the back of it and place 1 and then go across by 3, and as you can see, you should have this kind of shape going on. I'll view that from this side as well. You should have that kind of shape going on. Then come down from this one and go across 3. So as you see, there is a pattern going on because we will copy this one, but it does have a lot more detail to it because it actually has to go left by 1 to reach this. So then go down by 1 like that, and then go like that. And as you can see, we've got an exact identical shape of what's happened over there, but a bit far back. Then after that, what you want to do is you want to go back like that. Don't want to join it up, but you want to actually go back and corner on the corner of this, and you want to go 4 down, then 5, 4, 3, 2, and then copy what you did on the other side. And as you can see, that is a vertical loop, and that was pretty simple to build. Now, of course, you may be thinking, well, you can't ride that, can you? You can, and I shall show you how you make this rideable in just a minute. So, of course, we are back by the vertical loop, and this is how you make it rideable. So you want to place some power rails just before you get to the vertical loop, otherwise you won't be able to do this properly and it will not have enough momentum to get up. And by that, what you have to do is you just have to place a detector rail on this, behind this 2 block here, and on top of this block. You don't want to place a rail here, because otherwise when the slime block comes up from this bit, it will try and pull down the rail and it will not work. Then from a block of your choice, whichever looks best to come with your colour, then replace the blocks here with a certain block to blend in and stop the slime block from pulling anywhere else. So far, place the piston there, and you should have that kind of going on there, and of course I'll put the detector rail back. You kind of want that shape going on, and put in the slime block there. Now, place a block down here, 1 block underneath the obsidian and to the corner of the piston, and place a repeater on that many ticks. 2 ticks. 3 ticks? I don't know. I don't know the ticks on a repeater. I get confused with them. And as you can see, if we power on these power rails, you don't need this many, but you may need some momentum, so if you're making a drop or something, then make sure to give it momentum. But as you can see, even without a person in it, it should have enough momentum, and there you go, it bounces up. So now that you've got the bounce from the bottom, you need a bounce to bounce it back and onto the other track. How we do that is we have to measure how far it goes up. As you can see, it gets to about there and then bounces back down. Now what you would do is you'd place the piston here. That's not the case. For some reason there's weird physics in Minecraft where it's, yeah, as you can see, it doesn't make it when you're in it. It's probably because it's heavier. So what you want to do is you want to place it 1 or 2 blocks below. So I'd recommend 1 block below and place it there. And of course place a slime block on that. Now once you've done that, place a tripwire hook underneath and attach the string all the way across and make a little thing on this side. And of course place a tripwire hook there. And of course when the minecart hits it, that will then go off. As you can see, it hits it there and goes back on this track. And as well, if we go on it, we hit it and go back on the track. Now, here's the problem. It bounces back and goes on this track. We want it to bounce back and go on that track. Here's where it will start looking a bit strange, but it still looks alright from a distance. So, what you want to do is you want to kind of estimate where it drops. So you kind of want to guess, I'd say about there. Let's have a look. Oh, bang on, there you go. Got it completely right. And then what you want to do is you want to place power rails on top of this. So you just want to make a little ramp, 3 block ramp going diagonally downwards. Then you want to place power rails across that. Power them. And you also want to place a bit of glass or a see-through block there, just so the minecart doesn't go flying off. And of course you want to place down all of this down here. So there you go, that is a pretty much working loop. I shall show you it off ride and I shall show you it on ride. As you can see, we go off like that, goes up, down and onto the other side. And on ride, this is where it gets quite cool. As you can see, go that way. And it does look like a loop. And yeah, so that is the vertical loop. Of course, if you want to build just one for a bit of a look kind of ride, where it's just like there for the looks and it's not rideable, then there's one, and just follow the tutorial at the start. But if you want to make it rideable, then continue, and there you go, you have the working vertical loop. So we've come to the end of the vertical loop tutorial. If you did enjoy, then tell me in the comments what element you'd like to see me build and give you guys a tutorial on next. I'm mainly looking for inversions because those are the most complex part of builds of roller coasters, but I will be doing helixes and drops and dives and stuff, all that kind of stuff, later on in the series. As you can see, I did make 2 supports there, so if you want to copy them, they're pretty basic supports. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.